Hey guys. I'll give everybody a couple minutes to file in here. Hey. Hey, Mississippi Granny, how are you? I've missed seeing you. So good to see you again. So I'm sitting here thinking, right? And I'm thinking about how Mr. Mullen has downloaded Candace's phone, and he has downloaded Dawn's phone. He's got the pictures off of both of these phones, right? And everything else off of these phones. And I firmly believe not only did he get the pictures off of these phones, but he wiped these phones and he changed the Apple IDs. And those phones were only good from 3:30 on the 15th. He wiped away everything from the past. That's what I believe. And if you go back and listen to Dawn say, everything was gone except from 3:30 on. So I think that the Apple IDs were changed. But Dawn dropped us a big hint in the very beginning, and he has been telling us that there is a Canon camera gone that LE does not have. And now I believe, this is my belief and in my opinion, that the camera can be found at Tim Mullen's house. What do y'all think? If Tim Mullins has everything else digital, with all the other digital evidence and digital photos, what say you that they gave him that camera to get all their family photos and any other photos off of? Let's think here. Let's use our brains. Let's apply some common sense here. Absolutely, Cookie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's find that camera today. And the SD cards. And you know what? The TBI has a canine and his name is Zeus. And he specializes in doing nothing more than finding SD cards and flash drives. Well, Country Bumpkin, I am doing nothing more than what everybody else is doing, except I'm making sense. And I'm applying common sense to the situation. Do you not think that I have not done the right thing already before I put it on YouTube? Hey Sky, how are you? I've not seen you in a minute either. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mississippi Granny. My newspaper subscription had ran out and I was sweating it because I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do about I'm not able to look up anything else in Rogersville, so I really appreciate that. You just don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, yeah. And if it's not at his house, I suggested that they go and search the grounds throughout Bays Mountain on the Sacred Hill. You know, it's hard to obtain a warrant for Indian lands, for federal lands, for tribal lands. They actually have to get the tribal, if it really is tribal lands, I don't know if it's tribal lands or if it's federal lands, but according to Tim, it still belongs to tribal lands. And that's getting the tribal police involved, so that's a whole different ball of wax. So it wouldn't surprise me that they don't have things hidden on tribal lands where you've got to get a whole nother agency involved, and it's hard to get onto tribal lands and get warrants and all that stuff, but it can be done. Because I thought, why is he so, you know, other than what I posted, the history, why does he keep going back to that, what he calls sacred land, protected land? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, because the county police, the sheriff's office, and TBI cannot get on that federal land without taking the tribal police with them. If it truly is Indian controlled property. And I don't know that it is. I've never seen that inside of a national park. I thought if it was on federal land that the feds controlled it. Oh, there is either a book deal or a movie deal on the tail end of this. You can bet that. You can bet that. Without a doubt. Or so he thinks. And the whispers, under the whispers, in Candace's message last night, that could be a hoax. That could be a joke. That could be a game that she's playing with us. Because y'all do have to remember, she loves a good hoax. She loves a good game. But if not, if it's not a game, I know the creator who first played it out that has connections to Dawn. And then that would go back to Judge Shamgar, who slayed 600 with one weapon. And that's in the back of my mind too, that Tim called Benny that. And are the 600 us utopian or Utopians, and is the weapon that phone? And he wants to take down all of YouTube with this one rumor. That's in the back of my head too. because that was the story of Judge Shamgar. He took down 600 with one weapon. So is it all a game to take down many? Hey, Lisa. Well, you know, I do not understand why it has not concerned the TBI. All the remodeling that has gone on in that basement and new flooring that has been put in, and that baby not being found yet, knowing that all that new flooring and all the remodeling that's been done to that house. As many people that has went missing in the past that they have later found in walls and floors and, you know, rafters and roofs. Why is that not been concerning this whole time? All this remodeling that has went on, especially within that basement. But that's just a personal thought of mine. I bet that would look good, Sky. And if Ronnie Lawson cannot keep people and his sheriff's department is that short-handed, and that is creating issues within the search for Summer Wells, then he needs to give the case 100% to TBI and to the FBI and just get out of it. That would be the best thing for Hawkins County to do, is give the case to somebody that does have the manpower to work it, that does have the funds to work it. That would be my opinion. That would be my advice to him. Oh, thank you, Rain. Hey, Bama girl. Long time no see. Well, when I was sick with cancer about a year and a half ago, my hair fell out. And it fell out in such spots that I went ahead and I shaved a lot of it. And I shaved where it was falling out at. And the sides was not growing out correctly, and it was growing out real thick, but it wasn't growing out long, and it was giving me headaches. And I thought, well, you know what, I kind of liked the way it was, and it was real light when I had it shaved back. So I was like, you know, to heck with it, it's kind of the style now anyway, so I'm gonna go with that. And I decided, too, that I would keep it like this until Summer comes home. When Summer comes home, then I'll start letting it grow back out. So how about that? Oh, I hadn't seen any of these TikToks. I have not seen any of these TikToks. It's a good thing, because I would leave some terrible comments. Last year was a lot cooler in the hot weather, because my hair is really thick. I mean, it's, even what's left is, you know, it's really thick. But it reminded me of the one picture that Summer had where her hair was pulled to one side, you know, and it was shaved like that. So I thought, well, you know, I'll at least, before I let the sides start growing out again, I'll at least leave it like that until she comes home one way or the other. Oh, thank you. The lipstick is Kat Von D, and it's called Suspiria. But yeah, Hawkins County, if they can't afford to look for summer, they just need to hand the whole case over to the TBI. Girl, go for it. Go for it. Take some weight out of it. It feels so much better. And so many people are doing it now. Like I said, it's almost the style. And, you know, summer is on our minds so much anyway. Why not? You know, why not do something in honor of her? We all feel so helpless. We feel like nothing that we do is 24/7 constant in honor for her. Well, you know what? My hair is 24/7 like this. So every time I look in the mirror, I think of her. She's always on my mind. "24/7. And it reminds me, you know, whatever situation that she's in, to pray about it. And no situation that I'm in is as bad as hers right now. No matter how bad I feel or how sick I am at my stomach, or none of that is as bad as what she's going through right now. Whatever her situation is worse than any of my problems. I do too. I just went and bought my own clippers and everything. And I went on Amazon, and the brand color that I got is Arctic Fox. Is the brand. And the color is Purple Rain, but they have some of the prettiest colors in the world. I mean, they've got like sunshine yellow to periwinkle to, you wouldn't believe the beautiful colors that they've got other than purple. And it's really easy to do. It's not a messy thing in a box like most of them are. This, you wipe through and you rinse out. That's it. It's no messy globs or no bottles that have to be mixed or anything. It's a really easy process. And it stays for about 15 or 20 washes, and if you want to recolor it, you can. And it's as easy as just wiping it back through and rinsing it out. Simple. And it runs like anywhere from $12.50 to $17.50 a bottle, depending on how big of a bottle you want. And an 8-ounce bottle of it, as thick as my hair is, has done my hair 4 times. So for $17.50. I done my hair, 4 times, and it's been like this for over a month now. Well, this is semi-permanent, so it doesn't damage your hair. It's got a conditioner in it that conditions your hair too. It has no peroxides, no chemicals, no anything that kills your hair. It's vegan. It's pretty awesome stuff. But anyway, kiddos, that was, I wasn't really here to do that, but I just wanted to remind you guys what Don had said about the camera. It's called Arctic Fox. It's the brand. And you can get it on Amazon. But y'all, please don't forget to like the video because it keeps it in the algorithm. It helps the algorithm, the more interactions, more comments, more likes. Sorry for what? Don't be sorry for anything. I love any kind of interaction helps the video. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. And we're always friends here. Because I've told you guys before, if it wasn't for you, I would be sitting here talking to myself. And I'm here for you guys to talk about whatever you guys need to talk about sometimes too. Or want to talk about. Oh, thank you, Rain. All my subs are cool as AF too. I might not have a huge following, but the ones that do follow me and the subs that I have are constant. They're consistent. And I can count on them. They're the ones that's always here no matter what. And I would rather have 1,400 that's always here, that always interacts with me, that supports me no matter what, then I would rather than have 5,000 that's leaving nasty comments, that's being rude, that's being ugly, that's... So the people that I do have, I appreciate. And that's the kind of people that I want here. If you don't get if you find yourself not getting the notifications, hit the unsubscribe button, give it about 30 seconds, and then resubscribe. And a lot of times that refreshes it to where you start getting your notifications again. I have to do that sometimes. And I have found that, and this happened to me yesterday, like people that have 2 pages, and you may not know that a certain person owns a page, like, say, I'm not going to call out any names, but like the Cheshire Cat or the White Rabbit or something like that. And you're subscribed to that. If you unsubscribe to that, I noticed that it will also unsubscribe you from the real person on their real page. You catching what I'm saying? If they have multiple pages, sometimes it'll unsubscribe you from everything. And then you've got to go back and resubscribe. Because that happened to me when I unsubscribed from somebody yesterday. And then today, I didn't get a notification for one of my favorite things. And I was like, well, how did I get unsubscribed? And then it hit me. I unsubscribed from this yesterday. So it unsubscribed me from everything. Absolutely, Rhonda. Team Summer. And let's get her home. One way or the other. But I love you guys. And y'all have a blessed night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Don't forget to share the video. Bye-bye.